Ignite the light and let it shine.
Hey, Diana Terranova here at Comic-Con 2011, and I'm here with an amazing man, Zan Christensen. He's created a new comic book label, Northwest Press.
This is actually The Power Within, and it's an anti-bullying book that I worked on with Mark Brill. We did this in October last year for this thing called 24-Hour Comics Day, and this is a totally awesome thing. You get together, you have 24 hours to make a 24-page comic book, and it's a lot of work.
24 pages?
It's crazy. It's
24
crazy.
hours?
I know. I wanted to tell the story of a kid who's getting bullied because in September last year was when all these news reports kept coming out of all these kids who were getting bullied, and there were suicides happening. This one after the other, and it was just reaching this point where nobody could ignore it. Nobody could say it wasn't because they were bullied and harassed. And Dan Savage started the It Gets Better project right then, and Ellen was speaking out about it, and everybody was saying enough is enough.
And people were really feeling it. And we got Gail Simone, we got a lot of big names who wanted to be involved with it. And this thing is snowballing, and everybody really believes in it, and they really love it.
Phil Jimenez, who drew Wonder Woman and the new X-Men. Greg Rucka, who wrote Batwoman and Detective Comics. And now it's actually available for order by comic stores.
Teachers can order it through us.
And Zan Christensen is spearheading the whole thing.
We're going to send copies out for free to youth centers and teachers groups and all over the place to show kids that they have the power within to stand up and live their lives the way that they have to.
Yeah, the way that they have to, because a lot of those suicides we're hearing about actually were in like small towns or in places that are known to be more politically conservative, who won't even talk about being gay.
Personally, for me, I was bullied in school, but it couldn't get to my core.
The best thing you can possibly do for somebody who's getting harassed and treated badly because of just who they are is to tell them you're fine as you are. Not everybody around you is going to agree with that, but you need to stick it out. You need to find the power yourself, because you might not have support of your friends or your family or your teachers. So if you have the power inside you to weather it, it will get better.
Actually, there's other things besides being gay that makes you a target for bullying, and one of them could be, you're a geek, or you're, in my own case, it was being an artist in my family. My family didn't want me to waste my life, and so I found friends who shared my same love. Comics is really not something that people encourage you to do as a life choice, and but it is absolutely possible, and no one should stop you.
For me and Mark, the reason this story is kind of important to us is that we found fantasy, we found creativity, we found our artistic sense and vision. We found that and latched onto it. Shannon in the story, he latches onto that as a way to cope.
They really don't understand why you want to do this, and that's okay. They don't have to understand right away. Just keep going, keep your head down.
Find something that you're passionate about and that you love, and when the world's getting you down, you focus on that. That'll sustain you, that'll keep your soul intact, that'll get you through it. So don't give up. You need to not give up.
You have to push on, because it does get better.
You will feel so good because you did it your way and you did what you wanted to do.
And that is coming to you from a couple of geeks, Diana Terranova and Zan Christensen at Comic-Con 2011.